No intro today, folks. Let's get straight into this. And if my calculation is correct, Chronicles of Narnia is 580% cooked. This is from Fandom Pulse. Now, recently we got, or in this case, brand new reports suggest that Netflix and Greta Gerwig's production to start their Chronicles of Narnia film is now delayed to fall. I'm not certain about the release schedule. I had to check back on that. Now, according to this, Greta Gerwig's much anticipated Chronicles of Narnia's feature is also in production, aka pre-production, through filming looks unlikely to begin until autumn. According to Amy Pascal, previously shared that production was supposed to start in July, which July has started. Okay, we start shooting in July, and it's a very new take for Narnia, and it's all about rock and roll. Oh dear. Now, even though Netflix isn't officially announcing which book they plan to adapt for this first film, the film hair and makeup dresser designer Ivana Primorak told the Real Girls Club podcast that it will be The Magical Nephew. She said that Greta Gerwig is going to kick off with the first book. So she's going to do the first book, which is The Magician's Nephew. Sorry, better put that on the screen. And that's one never been done before, and it's brilliant. So yeah, we're going to do that. Yeah, if you want to do that, make Aslan a lioness, not a lion, numbnuts. It's kind of daunting at the moment, so that feels like, how are we going to do that? You didn't hear what I said? Find a lioness. Don't use a lion, genius. So Netflix planning to create at least 8 films, according to IMAX CEO Rich Gelfond, who struck a deal with Netflix to air this film in the theaters in the first 2 weeks on Thanksgiving 2026. Excuse me with the hiccups. Now, Gelfond said that this was really a great move because I think there are like 8 movies planned, something like that, and what IMAX does best is launch franchise and launch events, whether that's League of Legends, whether that's Olympics, or whether that's Superman coming up this year, or Mission Impossible. This is the kind of movie that is very conducive to an IMAX release. Whether or not Netflix actually made a film is still yet to be seen. Gerwig's film is already in the center of controversy due to its reported casting. First, it was reported that Meryl Streep would play as sex swap Aslan, and offered to Meryl to portray as central character in the series Aslan the Great Lion. Oscar winner Meryl Streep is in talks to play Aslan the Great Lion in Greta Gerwig's and Netflix Narnia movie. We have confirmed with source, but it's not gonna work. The film also casts a feminist activist, Carey Mulligan, oh dear, expected to play as the sick mother of Diggory. She allegedly joined by Daniel Craig. You know, I think Daniel Craig should just stick with James Bond. Daniel Craig, who plays as Diggory's uncle Andrew, as well as Emma Mackey as the witch. First off, sorry you have to hear a lot of hiccups that I cut a lot. That's what happens when you eat a lot these days. I don't know what's happening. Seriously, when people put the word activist, you know, I'm gonna have to assume that C.S. Lewis is probably passed away or perhaps even retired. I don't know, I'm gonna have to recheck what happened to him. I think he passed away, and I don't think C.S. Lewis would approve this. I don't know, I could be wrong on this one, but that's just me. I really need to recheck these people. But I know Rings of Power, J.R.R. Tolkien would not accept that, and that's what happens when the famous writer is gone. It allows people to rewrite things because they hated J.R.R. Tolkien. I don't even know if Rings of Power is still getting another season, because right now I heard they say they're getting a 3rd season despite a disastrous 2nd season. I believe so. That's what I've heard. But in this case, I don't know, folks. The delay is good, but so far, the one criticism, I think they really need to learn this criticism. Never, I don't mean, when there's a word activist, you know they're not gonna care for the movie, they're gonna ruin it. I'm 100% certain that Carey Mulligan is going to have a dialogue where he insults not just the character, but the audience. I'm 100% certain that it will happen, folks. It is really 580% cooked. Remember one thing, look, Aslan is not a woman. Yes, voice acting is a different thing, but if you want to make Aslan a female, it had to be a lioness, okay? It cannot be a lion. That ignores biology or science. I may not be good at science or biology. At least I know that a male is a lion, king of the jungle, is a male, while lioness is a female. Now, so far, they haven't exactly attacked the fans, even though their casting decision. They didn't say anything, they're probably keeping it silent. My theory is that they probably know the backlash that Snow White has taken, and now Ironheart is taking, and they knew if they say one word, I do mean one word, folks, their movie or TV show will be teared to shreds. And the backlash cannot be contained, and they have no one to blame but themselves. To the people who made Chronicles of Narnia Remake, mark my words, if you attack the fans, you put a dialogue that insults them, everyone in the corner of the internet, doesn't matter where they are, they're going to tear your movie/TV shows to shreds, leaving it bits and pieces.
This way! Damn it! Run!
Leave a like and subscribe if you want gaming news, gaming theories, or you just want to see me play games. You can visit my first, third, and fourth channel up here or link in the description.
Are you alright?